Did that work? Hello? Hello?
Are we up?
There we go. HeyDM!
HeyDM.
Oh, again.
Yo.
Watch your feet.
Possibly.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this right here.
Maybe
Nope,
your Wi-Fi
I gotta
sucks.
be quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to restart on the question?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Are we starting
We
with...
should tell them what we're doing.
we're completely
leaving.
restarting.
Okay, shh.
I'm leaving. Just immediately
All
off the
right,
bat.
quiet. We are doing a Q&A in character for in case the summer campaign takes forever to start.
Or in DM.
Sure. Okay.
That was a
We
try
also have a very special guest, one of our fans. Yeehonks! Okay then. Fine, that's gonna work as my intro. Hello, peoples.
Go away.
No, you shoo. You shoo, you gigantic asshole named Reese.
Respect for my DM.
Reese knows it, and he he owns up to it sometimes.
Okay, so
I get all the bitches.
Apparently.
okay, so
It's funny because she's straight, I'm pan.
okay,
I'm a lesbian. You're a lesbian. Actually, I swing always. Swing always, yeah.
and nobody's good at school anymore, I guess.
I'm actually pretty decent. Math, I'm pretty good.
Nobody repeated it.
I'm rearranging stuff because I had stuff in the wrong spot.
Okay. Hey, Danny.
Because I could use it for.
Hey, Charlotte.
Hi.
What's the first question?
Thank you. I love you so much.
In character
I printed off an
voice.
extra
In
one for
character
you.
voice?
Oh, wait, hang
I
on.
didn't have one.
Hey, Charlotte, what's the first question?
I think I gave you a sheet.
Yep.
Do you have spell sheet? Or does she need
Could
spell
you guys kindly shut your traps?
Fia, you
9.
can shut mine for me.
No, wrong one.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
That was Charlotte. That was your daughter. Oh fuck. Shit's got to go. When you yell at the wrong girl.
I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt, but Fia, what are you and Talvi doing?
Fucking each other right in the ass. Or as people like to say, talking nicely in bed.
No.
I read to her bedtime stories.
Kythos?
Who gave Jason alcohol?
I didn't have any.
Kythos? Why are you acting so drunk?
Fia and Kalisto went off to drink, and we felt left out. So I drank with him, but he had challenged me to a drinking competition. He's at 743 beers.
This isn't even Arcana, guys.
I'm not done yet.
Not done yet.
Okay,
I'm just
guys.
picturing, like,
Guys.
Packs like a beer mug on the thing. Wow, getting this group into focus is amazing.
Children? No.
You sure are acting
There we
like
go.
some.
Okay. So,
Do you
I
like
will
feet?
eat your entire ass. Okay. Enough of that bullshit.
Let's restart, guys.
Okay.
Guys,
Why?
these are gonna be saved anyway.
They still say
Okay, you know what? It's
shit,
fine.
you're right.
Alright.
This is horrible.
Screw it, keep going. Charlotte, what's the first question? Character voice.
Guys, what are some fun facts about you?
We're gonna start over with Tabik.
Eric.
Eric Tarboy! Fun facts again?
Again.
Of course.
They missed out on our last fun facts.
he likes sweet
There's nothing fun.
baked foods.
Sweet baked foods.
I
Oh,
heard weed baked foods.
Weed baked food.
I thought he was gonna say weed.
Oh god, Tabik's and Tabik's and weed. I don't know which way to lead.
No.
You're like trying to not block people and you're like, oh god. You have to just like settle for it. Alright. Shin, it's your turn.
Viewer.
Fun fact.
Hi, I'm weaving.
Not leaving.
Oh, I actually do have a fun fact because it
He is
hasn't
also
been
leaving.
mentioned.
Oh?
Shin designs tattoos.
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
Oh no, you just talked to me about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Talk about that.
I talked about people to people
Me?
behind.
Baz, go.
Baz.
Baz voice as
I
well.
like to go to the whorehouse occasionally.
Of course he does.
Literally.
Great.
It's a very fun fact.
Yeehonk.
He likes to sit there.
Which
Yeah.
character? Like
Um,
5. Yeehonk, you know what? You're gonna answer in character. You're gonna say your favorite fact about one of us. Oh God. Oh.
Or what you like about.
Or what you like about one of us.
What's your favorite fun fact?
Favorite fun fact? Damn.
We're on the stream now.
I guess.
Fuck this with me right now. I don't want to leave you. You were like, nice foot.
Wow, that is right in my. It's just like all up in my shit. Anyway.
Too close.
Whoever thought we were streaming D&D.
Everybody's so
Yeah.
hyper today.
Yeah.
We are all hopped up on like gigantic slushies, to the courtesy of everybody here. And mostly the people went out. I refuse to go out. I am pale as fuck. Anyway,
If I sleep, I'm going to
favorite fun fact, I guess, the fact that I've watched like 3 episodes, and all those 3 episodes I've seen like Baz. Yeah, he's a little racist, but he's actually a generally nice guy compared to some of the other guys.
A little bit of a racist.
Hey, did you not hear the rest of it? He's a little bit racist, but he's probably the nicest out of all the other guys. Why? Because you're assholes.
You guys all hit Baz.
Exactly.
That's not
That's
a
no
reason to
reason.
hit somebody.
That makes it even less okay. You can't hit someone for being stupid. It's not his fault.
It's like smacking a baby because they can't add 1 + 1.
Shin's still mad at him about all of the things that he was mad at him about last time we had a Q&A.
I'll have you know that Kizza is a chaotic neutral and has every right to slap the fuck out of Baz. Anyway, favorite fact about Kizza.
She does not. If she does not wish to endure the wrath of myself. What? I don't know. I'm very hopped up on sugar and
Drugs.
no.
We don't condone drugs, kids.
I very much don't. Because he's been high once before when he was in the hospital.
Our non-existent lawyers would like you to know that any reference to liking drugs is
Meant
falsehood.
purely as a joke.
Falsehood.
Meant purely as a joke, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, favorite fun fact about Kizza. The Kraken. Oh, that is a fun fact. Fun fact of the day. At some point.
He looked at me earlier because he was like,
Hey,
At
peanut gallery.
at some point, I'm just gonna. Okay, at some point, there's a possibility that in Kiz's life there is a beautiful sea mistress.
Oh no.
A sea maiden.
A sea maiden.
Who is no longer a maiden.
Squid! It's a giant squid!
it's Cthulhu's wife.
Oh, what?
Cthulhu is Kiz's wife, basically, is what we're saying.
I thought it was a kraken.
It's Cthulhu.
It's a giant squid who's married to the Kraken and having an affair with Kizza.
It's really complicated.
And a pear.
This is a joke that goes back to before we even started the freaking campaign.
Okay, so basically, long story short, I saw the map and there was a kraken sitting in the corner of the map, and I was like, Kizza wants to be married to that kraken. And then in the first episode, we were asked why we need money, and Kizza looks at the guy dead in the eyes and goes, "I need a boat." And since then, you don't remember that? After the board of anything, she looks at the guy in the eyes after he gives them the money and stuff like that, like after the mission, and she's like, and he's like, and you're like, "What do you need ammo for?" or something like that, and then she's like, "I need a boat."
Oh, okay.
Stop,
Peanut gallery. That's copyrighted.
Charlotte.
Copyrighted to me! I wrote the
It's
song.
Reese's.
I didn't hear it, so I just automatically think it's copyrighted. I gotta call you out at some point.
Charlotte, go.
Me.
Yes.
Charlotte.
Me. I gotta go higher.
I haven't played in literally 2 months.
You were talking about Sonic.
Just talk.
I was talking about Sonic at some point.
Maybe?
Fun fact about Charlotte.
Sonic.
Hope you like Lamb.
They're multilingual.
Oh, yeah.
They're multilingual.
No, I'm. Shit.
It's not really a fun fact, but
Wait,
you know.
what was your fun fact?
Sorry, bilingual. Non-binary. You already knew that. This sounds like a Fargo accent.
Fargo.
Fargo accent.
I love your daddy so much. Moms. That goes back to.
That's not what I meant.
I'm glad I have friends like these.
Yeah.
They keep life interesting, and I make life interesting for them.
I don't know why I had that toga on.
I was at the same time.
Or, everything that happened with that. I actually don't know what happened there.
It's just a very drunk night.
I was just like,
We
shooting
haven't-
star apparently.
We haven't been drinking.
No, we haven't been drinking.
I'm just weaving.
Reese is weaving.
Reese,
and
it's your turn.
there's a lot
Favorite
of
fun
slushy.
fact.
You guys have met the final villain.
We have. It's Baz.
It's fast.
I know.
Adron.
I'm kidding. It's Ada Silver Scales.
It's the
not
crab.
Gonna be someone you're
Or it's
thinking of.
Adron.
It's the crab.
No.
It's not one of the big people you've met.
Is it the crab? That'd be funny.
Have we really
He
met
said the
big-
crab.
We met the big evil?
You met the big evil.
Is it
Well, okay.
Is it a big
Two
evil or
things.
is it a
You've met-
small evil?
You've met a big evil for the next arc. You've met the
Fairness, huh?
big evil. And you've met the big good.
This
The
is
big
someone
good.
Big
else.
good.
And
Big
you've
good
met,
good.
Small good.
I think the big
and,
good is
like,
gone.
3 or 4 of
He's
these
big.
big goods, small goods.
Is the big evil miracle?
No.
Is
it
the
gone?
big
No, he's a very
would the
thin
big evil
evil.
be anyone we're thinking of?
Honestly, a lot of the people you'd think were the big evil are going to end up being good.
Is miracle good?
No, he cheated.
Actually,
He waves his eyebrows.
Oh,
Maybe the
no, I
fucking
get
villain
it.
is the big evil.
Okay, my fun
You're just
fact.
staring blankly
I'm
into
the big evil, guys.
Thanks for telling us.
You're
now we have to
welcome.
kill you.
No, that's not true. You wouldn't want to kill an unconscious child at the moment, would you?
Yeah.
Most likely if you are the big evil.
I'm gone for 2 months and
Okay.
then knocked unconscious.
Let's see.
Yeah, okay.
What's next?
I don't know.
You're just getting a much needed rest because you didn't sleep the entirety of the campaign.
I forgot this is reversed.
That's
Okay.
true. Charlotte has not slept throughout the entirety of the campaign.
She's not asleep. She's just unconscious.
Right, that's true.
She's
I don't
just-
sleep.
I'm a
What?
giggly bitch, I know.
Hello.
guys,
Okay.
Yeah, but you guys have met the big guy.
That's what's supposed to happen.
which is
I
one of
did
my
something
favorites.
completely different.
You've met the big good.
I don't know how to.
I've given you like 70 backstory hints and such.
There you go. Shin.
If you want to.
Ow! What did you jump on me?
He licked me.
Reese just... Oh, no, I'm not getting
Oh.
Reese asshole germs on
Okay,
me.
okay, I got one.
Reese asshole.
Hey, okay, your turn. Wait, what's the question? I want to ask.
This one.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, the top one.
Have you... Fuck. This hits close to home.
Oh.
Have you ever regretted something your character has done? Tavik.
Can we do that without going into backstory really low?
Yes.
Sure.
You can do something that...
Well,
Doesn't
I'm
go into
kidding.
backstory.
No, give me your backstory.
You
Now.
bastard bitch.
so is this something we regret, not something our character regrets?
Either or, I suppose.
Either.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
Either or.
I may regret not hitting Bazmore. I don't know. I'm kidding. A little.
It may not seem like it,
Dwarf
but like out
abuse.
of character, we like Baz.
Yeah.
Do you?
I love
He's
his.
actually like kind of interesting, even though he's a dick.
I love his poncho. His poncho's
I
good.
actually didn't know that. I thought you guys legit hate Baz.
No.
No.
I adore Baz.
Baz is just.
It's
Baz-
not.
Don't
It's
you
not
know-
beat up
okay, me and my
Jason
mom
Day.
have
It's only
literally
beat up
watched
Baz
their
Day.
episodes, and my mom can like they're. My mom's favorite character is Baz. She's always like, "Why do you guys hurt Baz?"
Baz's
She's like,
biggest.
"Kids should become friends with Baz and protect him."
Not gonna lie,
That's adorable.
Baz's biggest flaw is he is the best at accidentally hitting people's weak spots.
Yes.
That's
Like,
true. That's true.
Accidentally hitting
Something
Shin's race button.
This is just a bad
Accidentally
hitting
talking about
family.
Shitting on Tabik's god, shitting on Tabik's family.
Accidentally hitting the whole love life thing. Like what? Accidentally hitting the whole love
Accidentally
life
hitting on
thing.
Shin's man.
I forgot.
That
was even
Yeah. On purpose hitting on Shin's man and not knowing.
Accidentally adopting a child that's never had a family.
Wait, which one was that? Haha. Haha. I thought there was another one.
Something.
Dead.
Your turn.
What is it?
Wait, what does
Shin regrets
Tabik?
a lot of stuff.
What does Tabik regret? Tabik never
Spit-
said.
Oh yeah.
We just said we regret Baz.
Oh, what?
What do you regret?
No, that was Danny, personally.
Tabik probably regrets not talking to you guys.
Then do it.
A little bit. And you guys are also kind of dicks.
Don't let your dreams be
Okay, Shin.
memes.
Don't.
I mean, like, you
Don't
think
say
Charlotte's okay,
We had to do
but-
a project on it.
Shin.
I've never heard
Um,
him speak that much in my life.
Shin, well, he regrets that one backstory thing. The other backstory thing.
Oh wait, just before we move on further, fun fact, you guys are gonna cry.
Yay.
I leave.
We already guessed
I
that.
mean,
I mean, I got.
I mean, you already made Tabik cry and me cry for like 6 hours.
I also cried after
Wait,
the...
hold on. Tabik's cried. Shin has cried. No. Has Shin cried?
Yeah,
Shin's
Shin
cried.
broke down
Shin has
crying.
cried. Kiz has cried.
Yep.
Baz is correct.
Baz has cried.
Shrub hasn't correct.
Shin hasn't cried. She's not a baby.
Anyway, Shin regrets one backstory thing, another backstory thing, a Shinadron backstory thing.
There's a lot of backstory things.
Yeah, a lot of backstory things you guys can't know about yet.
What about one not backstory thing?
He regrets not running away when we were arrested.
Oh, yeah.
Valid.
Oh yeah, Tabik regrets trying to get you guys out of jail. That didn't freaking work. He got knocked out.
We got out of jail, though.
He got hustled.
You got knocked out still.
He regrets stabbing Baz in public, but not stabbing Baz.
Great. All right,
Good point.
Baz, your turn.
Okay, I have one for Jason, one for Baz.
Okay, go
so
for it.
Baz regrets spending more time, like not spending more time with his children for like anything. And
Jeez.
Jason regrets not making Baz a better character. He's really not that good, and like his backstory is so predictable, and like
I like his
I wish I
backstory.
did more things to
It's
him.
nice.
Don't worry. I flushed him.
Sorry. It's in my hand. It gets turned.
All right. Your turn.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Favorite thing. I don't know. What?
Another fun fact.
We haven't
Kidding.
finished the regrets.
A little.
Yeah, I know. What regret do you have for different, like, for one of our characters? Like, what have you seen one of our characters done and you've been like,
Oh, and you're just like, no.
why?
I bit a piece of pepper.
See, I've only
Wow.
watched 3 episodes, so I don't know much.
I don't know when it got
Can I talk about one of my other characters? Because
Oh,
I've got like
it's so
5.
hot.
Sure. Okay.
Guys,
Give that man some liquid.
what just happened?
Drink some.
Then go get it.
Somehow Pepper got in his mouth.
Okay. So anyway, they're gonna talk about one of their characters real quick.
Okay, so I have a character, Draconica. I found out that she's now level 7. Thanks, Hunter. Because he's my DM in school.
Day.
Call out Hunter.
Jesus.
Fuck you, Hunter.
But
Unsexual. No.
no. But she's tried to defeat a Minotaur with a red cape.
I love her.
I know. She's a Minotaur was charging at her. She was just like, "Ole."
I remember that. I also remember you throwing a snake.
Oh yeah, I threw a dead snake at it too.
It's a skeleton minotaur, and at the beginning, when we'd first partied up, there'd been like a poisonous snake in a locker. It was a very funny jump scare. And it took them like 20 minutes out of game to take this snake down. And then she put it on her belt and she's like, this'll come in handy later. Fucking a month and a half later, we're fighting this like skeleton minotaur and she goes, it's time! She whips out the snake and fucking throws it and it just slides because it's bone. It's a bone minotaur. It did nothing. It was useless, but it was so funny. So funny.
You said it's like a banana peel.
I pick up the most useless things to try and make them useful later on in the future.
Oh,
I was
did
planning
you start
on.
trying to sing something to death at one point? You're not even a bard.
Did I?
You started like shouting at something, like just insulting it, like vicious mockery, but you didn't have vicious mockery. You were just insulting it.
I think I was trying to get him mad so I could run into pillars and knock the cave down to crush it.
Yeah, that thing.
I think
Oh,
so.
a dragon. It was a dragon. She started. It was like the small ones, like the just hatched ones.
Oh, I was trying
And-
to. I was trying to be kind to it. I was trying to calm it down in Draconic because Draconic had no Draconic because of course, and I was trying to be like, okay, just listen.
She was
I'm gonna
trying to
lead you
lead
out
this
of
thing
here.
out of the cave, and it wasn't working. She got angry and started swearing at this thing, and it's chasing her around this underground cave market, spewing fire and knocking shit over, and she's just looking over her shoulder and screaming at it.
Me.
Okay.
She's interesting to say the least.
The Indian in a nutshell.
Me. Oh God.
Go Kizza.
Okay. A lot.
A
To be
lot.
honest. One thing Kizza regrets.
My leg's falling asleep. Can you
I want
please-
to like
thank
say
you.
something, but like it's like really dark. But I'm gonna say it anyway because
Okay.
you know whatever. When she ran into that dragonborn in the water, she wanted to jump into the water and she didn't, and she instead broke down. And she really regrets not jumping in after, like even after knowing that it wasn't like actually there. She regrets not jumping into the water because honestly anything would have been easier than having to deal with that later.
Do you think she drowned or?
Yeah, she would have preferred to drown than have to deal with that later, to be honest. It's mentally scarred her. That's why she keeps asking Madame Mugabe questions. Like, every time she sees Madame Mugabe, she's going into her. Like, sorry.
Madame Mugabe's gonna make a lot of pennies.
Yeah, off Kizza, too.
It's all of her money's just gonna be off Kizza.
Yep.
Every single
put
time
it on
you
my
look at
tab.
the gold coin she strips.
Um,
One item of clothing.
Oh my
If-
god.
She's wearing like 600 pieces of cloth. It's
If-
gonna take you a lot of
If you
time.
start a tab and then after we save the world, you're just like, so I saved the world, like I saved your life. Can I get that
Hold
still
me a
for
tab
free?
of 4,829 platinum. No!
That's 48,800.
alright, anyway, and one thing I regret is not giving Kizza a backstory because now I am in so much shit because this fucker has made a beautiful backstory and I'm sure it'll be absolutely heart-wrenching and terrible and make me want to kill myself. But you know what? I love them, so it's okay.
If it helps, I'm not exactly sure even those of us who made a backstory know the whole backstory.
No.
Alright.
No.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get scissors.
Okay.
Okay then.
Well,
That was-
I asked Reese if he added anything to other people's backstories when, you know, like Jason and you and me all made backstories.
Yeah.
But you two didn't, and
I did.
Reese is like, yeah, no, we. Oh, you did?
Yeah, they have a backstory.
I thought he made yours too.
Nope.
I
He only made mine.
You won't
Back
fix
under
it.
my butt.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It was comfy.
Okay, well, he
Okay, but you
apparently
need to go
added
this way more, 'cause
stuff
I was,
to
like, sliding
like,
off.
everyone. So.
Yeah,
Or this way.
this way. As I was like sliding off, and I needed something to catch me.
Charlotte.
I don't know where to put my arms.
Just
Put
rest
this on
one.
Ah!
Rest one of them on Reese.
I can tell you guys right now, Charlotte Charlotte may regret coming to save you guys because, like, you guys actually almost had that.
What was that noise?
Depends on whether or not Charlotte had a choice.
Fun fact, maybe Charlotte didn't have a choice in that then.
Alright.
Unbeknownst to
is
No,
Charlotte.
I was also going to say
There's
something
a
else.
lot of little
What's up?
green specks places.
I did have
Tits
something.
in my crotch. Oh, there's 3 of them in my crotch.
What?
Wow.
Why do we
That's the most I've ever had green things anywhere. Ah, he's back.
Okay.
What?
Thank you.
What about about me.
Control your man.
Green things.
I just got it.
Stop. Wrong campaign.
Okay. Continue.
I was also gonna say something else.
Thank you. That's the entire reason I weave this.
Um,
Make that joke.
There was something.
Seriously?
There was something, but now you've forgotten that something.
Different
That
Yeah.
something is now long gone.
Danny was regretting something.
Danny regrets forgetting that something.
Blessed.
Danny does regret forgetting that something.
And now
Danny-
he's speaking.
Well,
Danny
it's
also
nice to
regrets
know that
speaking in the
someone
third
just,
person because it sounds like.
Like, indirectly.
Danny
with
Welsh
podcast.
wants a coffee.
I mean, I can directly do it.
No, I'm good. No.
I'll come back to it if I remember.
there again! What was that accent?
Okay.
Reese!
Okay.
Yeah.
What are things that you regret about, like,
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. As
No,
DM,
I
this should
wrote
be
this
very
off
interesting.
that's true.
what do I regret?
Oh.
There's always kind of like stuff as a DM that I'm gonna regret. There's a lot of stuff that I'll think of later on. I'll be like, shit, this would have been so much better if I'd done it then. But I have to figure out a way to tie it in later. I think there's a couple of things I regret the most. One is I regret the way that I entered you guys into Belcourt Manor, because Belcourt Manor is gonna. It's something that I want to be a big part of your guys' adventure, but
Yeah.
I feel like currently with the way things are going, it's gonna be a while till I can get you guys back there.
Yeah.
It's our
Home away from home?
It's your guys' home.
it's our base.
Yeah,
That's what I
it's,
thought.
It's your base, but like it's gonna be difficult to get you guys there unless I like tell you straight out where to find doorways. I regret a couple of decisions I made with the whole Talos Island and everything, because I was thinking of going a different way with it, and I ended up switching like halfway through, and I was like, okay, well, I guess this is what's happening now.
Do you regret killing Talik's sister off?
I was gonna say that, but
Do you regret the deaths?
I was also gonna say that, but I could just say, do you
Partially,
regret
but at the
marriage
same-
counseling?
I
Like,
regret
I get why you did it, but
making the island part of that. Right? I knew it had to happen in a way because I needed that to happen for something else. But at the same time, I kind of regret the fact that I made it part of the Ellison Resort, because I had a different idea of what I wanted to do with it. Other than that, I regret the arcs that I've done because now I've got an arc 3.5. Because I needed something for you guys to do in between, because I just realized there's like a whole fucking year in between 3 and 4 that you guys have to do stuff.
What?
What?
I'll talk about it
Yeah.
after.
What arc
but
are we?
could we also do it? We could just see about doing it as a learning year.
Well, it's gonna be like, it's actually going to be its own little arc.
Oh, okay.
Right? Like, I want you guys to get a chance to go around and find your own quests and make your own stuff rather than just being railroaded around one way.
Yeah.
But it's also going to be kind of like you guys have a main goal to follow.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah. No more secrets.
Okay.
You've gotten enough secrets.
Well, I mean, okay, hold on. I was gonna come back to the question because I remembered what it was.
Where do you go?
It was, Charlotte may regret taking the bag of dirt that Madame McGarvey gave her. That bag of dirt.
Bag of dirt that's like smells like blood,
Eat it.
doesn't it?
Ooh, that reminds me.
Yeah.
I regret a couple of the things I gave you and a couple of the things I didn't give you guys regarding to backstory. Because I feel like I've given you guys quite a lot of hints considering backstory, but I kind of regret choosing which hints because I feel like other ones would have made it better. Better.
Okay.
Well,
So-
I like the little sub thing of like, there's Baz's backstory, but there's also Baz's like current thing that's happening that like nobody knows what the fuck's going on with the mining service,
Oh.
and it might come back and bite us in the ass. So
I
think that's
like
cool.
that, yeah.
It's like its own little mini thing that you just like look on the web and you're like, oh, what's happening now? I like
Wow, this
Okay.
is great.
I was gonna ask.
Well, there's
Reese.
there's 3 or 4 subplots that'll either go completely unnoticed by you guys until it gets to the point where it fucks you over, or you guys are gonna catch on to bits that you've been seeing hints and stuff for all along your journey, and it's gonna lead into some fun story questing.
Fun. Okay.
which is a majority of what 3.5 would be.
Yeah. I had a question for Reese then.
Yeah. Hit me up, homeboy.
What have we done as players and as our characters that you never planned for?
A lot. A lot.
Shit.
Okay, no, you 5 words or less.
No.
God, I don't
Just
know
leave
if I
it.
can do like 5 sentences.
Just go.
Um,
say things. Say all
the first one was the dream with Miracle and everything.
Oh.
That was fucking gorgeous.
I-
I didn't know how I wanted to enter Miracle in.
I told
But
you like 2 weeks.
You made me come on it. Well, I knew you wanted to do a dream
Yeah.
with one of them, but I didn't realize that's what you were gonna do for Baz.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it was gonna be something different, and you pulled that on me, and I had nothing prepared for Miracle at the point, and I was like, oh shit, I've gotta pull this out my ass.
Yeah.
And that like single conversation we had, that was
the best.
quite honestly one of the best moments we've had. But that little conversation there ended up forming almost the entirety of Miracle's arc.
Really?
That little conversation we had between Baz and Miracle and Charlotte
What about
ended
our
up
fight?
making the huge thing. That fight was just funny to me.
Okay.
But I did like the character development that happened through that.
Ah, it's in my throat this time. Oh! Wow, we got 2 of them.
Nice.
No, it's like everywhere.
I'm
There's
sensitive.
only
What
one.
else?
There's
What else
more.
have you guys done?
Oh, well.
I just noticed like all of us are wearing dark colors and the same as you two.
Oh yeah, that's like my Legend of Zelda shirt. Everyone else is like blacks and grays and blues and.
We're depressing. Except for me and Jason, we're
Blue.
wholesome. Sorry, I've been distracted.
Our
Nice.
fights, all our fights.
God. A couple of the things, like, you guys have been using objects and such things that I've given you guys at times where I'm totally, like, unprepared for them, where I'm like, shit, I didn't expect them to use this then, or you guys didn't use something that I intended for you to use during a certain section, and then you used it later on, I'm like, I never thought this would make it this far. What do I do?
So, do you
know,
mean...
when you
or-
pulled
or
out
like-
that soap,
I was gonna say,
had
like, the blink dagger.
no clue what to do because I had that plan that the minute you
'Cause-
bought it, you were gonna use it at the manor, and I was like, okay, this will give them something to go on to build some stuff, right? And then you didn't do it, and I had to continue through with the rest of the stuff I was giving you guys, and I was like, you have no context for any of this, which meant that I had to
But
cut out certain
I
details
used the
because you
blink
wouldn't
taker
understand
not
them.
long after I got it. I was gonna say, going through all the stuff that Adron gave me, because I didn't do that till way after it was given to me.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say...
Me not
when you're-
using my shield for like forever.
Oh,
and then
that
finally...
killed me. Every time we talked about that shield, I
Oh.
died
Are
inside.
you talking about the blink dagger in the prison?
Yes. When you had it on your belt and then you summoned it because it wasn't on your belt, but you
I
could
was-
summon it back to your belt.
I was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
I
was
can
funny.
summon it. Well, I can summon it to my hand
I
too,
totally
can
didn't. I didn't. Yeah, because well, it summons to the belt technically.
Yeah.
Right, and then you can whip it off.
Yeah.
But like, I totally. That was another one that you did. Is you actually argued for the reason they wouldn't have taken the belt, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I didn't think of them not taking the belt, but they have no reason to.
Yeah.
Right, so I was like, shit, yeah, no, you've got your belt.
You
Top
got a
one?
belt.
Or- okay.
Enjoy that sweet, sweet belt boy.
Oh, I was also gonna say, did you know, I don't remember all the details. You know when, did you expect Charlotte to go into the place with the siren? Or it's like somebody?
That like little temple area.
Yeah.
Okay. So like on one hand, I was really hoping one of you would discover that. On the other hand, when it was Charlotte, I was like, shit, because I'd expected it to be someone else, but I didn't know how you'd react because I assumed because Charlotte's such a brass and forward person, right? Like she doesn't do commands, right? She's very forward about what she thinks and everything. That I kind of expected her to go in there, and I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for a confrontation between these people and Charlotte. And you didn't, and that was such an amazing character moment for you that I was like, okay, this was a good decision.
I feel proud of Charlotte now. Not me, Charlotte.
You're like the
Because-
baby.
Yeah. If it had been like Tabak or Shin or something, I would have understood if they hadn't done it because it was kind of their thing, right? It's
They really, like, the thing is with you and Tavik, like, they really think things through.
Yeah.
Charlotte literally does not care a lot of the time.
Well, yeah. I think the only thing Shin doesn't think on is actually a character aspect that I have to talk to Reese about. Because it might make some things complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that surprised me a lot. Honestly, a lot of it was just
Reese,
arc 1.
you have a
Yay.
present from the both of us. Sorry. Oh wow, you have a large, like, you have a large, it looks to be a speed bite on your wrist.
Okay.
All right. Are we ready for the next question?
Or are you finishing your...
Majority of the stuff was definitely arc 1. Arc 2 has got a couple of things where, like, I didn't actually expect them to do something like this, but, like, that's actually really good. For instance, the Adron thing in the prison, that was like a 50-50 chance. I was like, okay, if they bring this up, this'll happen. But if they don't bring it up, I've got a backup plan for it.
Oh, so one of the things did rely on...
Yeah, so, like, one of the things was, because I knew you had it, but I didn't know if you'd bring it up, so, like, I had a backup plan if you did bring it up. But on the other hand, I was like, I doubt they'd do it, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll talk their way out, or they'll fight their way out or something.
I tried
And then
to
you
talk my
did.
way out.
And then you did bring him up, and I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be a good moment. Because it gives you some history on some of the NPCs, and,
Yeah.
like,
I want to ask my question.
especially with, I'll do one more. When Jasper cast Speak with the Dead on that little girl in the toilet booth.
Oh.
That moment was so painful for me, because I did not know what I wanted to give away.
I
And
did that. I did that.
last cast.
Did
Oh,
you do
yeah.
that?
I suggested it
Well,
Okay.
suggested it.
Okay,
though.
but
because I didn't have
when
it.
you guys decided to cast that on the little girl, I, like, died inside. Because,
When
like,
she started playing with the... Oh, my God.
Oh, the
that
duck.
was a real
When I
emotional
gave her the
moment, but I
duck-
didn't expect you guys to do that. I expected you guys to kind of, like, maybe inform the gnome, but, like,
as Jason,
I
giving,
brought
like,
the gnome,
any
like her necklace and with her. or
any
something like that.
child in any game is a weak spot for me, so when I saw the child, I was like, man, I gotta give it, like, a duck or something. Like, make it happy while it's dying.
How is Charlotte
She's
not
like
a
dead.
freaking weak point then?
She is!
Okay. Can I ask my question now?
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Great. Okay, so I don't want anyone yelling. I'm going to point at you and you can give your opinion. No one speaks until I point at them. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
You failed.
Please tell me it's not working.
Immediately.
Does anyone else
Oh, wait, just before.
ship Adron and Shin? If so, what are some of the-
Sorry. Ow! You have nails on that hand!
If so, what is one of your headcanons?
I don't know.
Do you ship it?
Yeah, but I don't have headcanons about it.
Fair?
It's very painful.
What?
Dylan.
My ankle.
Dylan,
What?
do you ship Shin and Adron, and if so, do you have any headcanons for it?
I can't say anything.
Do you ship it?
I ship it, but I can't say anything about my headcanons because a lot of it involves stuff only Reese and I know about their backstory and kind of how they met and stuff like that, and also Shin's backstory. So I can't really say anything about it.
Okay, cool.
Damn.
You don't
Jason
ship it?
doesn't. He doesn't get
I
it.
hate it with a passion.
Why do you hate it?
Okay,
don't
so
get it.
since you don't ship it, why do you hate it? Give us one reason why you hate it.
Sounds like I can use it.
Yeah. This is how I'm gonna do it from now on because otherwise everyone talks over each other. So if I point at you, you can talk. Otherwise,
So, you might not know this, but I'm actually the person who suggested Shin and Adron.
Yeah.
yep.
We were in the car, and I was like, wait, don't you think Shin and Adron might have had, like, a past together or something like that?
And then I told you to ask.
He's
Reese.
waiting for a high five. Oh, never mind.
No, I already had plans in the making.
Yeah, apparently I know. I know, but
Get off the
after it had already become a canon thing that they had their history together, Reese brought it up that it was supposed to be kind of a thing, but it was supposed to be more of a pining than an actual thing.
Mm-hmm. And when I brought it up, I thought it was a cute idea, but then people started talking about it, and then I realized, some people may hate me, I actually hate Adron with a burning passion, and I don't know why. I wish that NPC would die in hell.
Okay.
I hate him so much.
Okay.
And so just like Adron in general, I just don't like. I don't know why.
He is part Fae.
It's just Jason. Like, Baz
Are
loves
you
that
okay,
dude.
Reese?
Okay.
I'm good. I just had an idea.
Look what you've done.
Okay.
Adron's your father.
Okay. Could you give me some like quick backstory on
Okay,
Adron,
so
'cause-
Adron is the guy.
Adron is the owner of the Dreadful Drunk, and the guild that these 5 are currently signed under. He's also Shin's black contact. That sounds bad. He's his black market contact. He's his criminal contact.
It's still bad.
He's, known as the
criminal cat.
The black
contact.
cat.
Yeah.
As far as they can tell, he also seems to have some sort of fey blood.
Okay.
And they seem to
And
have
he's
some
an elvish
relations.
noble.
Yeah.
He's just all over the place.
Okay.
I mean,
I once again only watched 3 episodes. I don't think I've seen much of him
No,
as a
he has-
character.
He was
Yeah.
literally in one or 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
So
probably haven't seen him much as a character. But I think the idea sounds cute.
Okay.
I'm all up for like
Cute gay shit.
yeah, cute gay shit.
so
I am sometimes cute gay shit.
Yeah, great. So,
Like-
do you have any? If you could just throw a headcanon out off the top of your head for anything, what would it be?
See, this,
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure,
There's more.
but for some reason, as soon as you said that, an image of like what I believe, like you didn't give me any physical appearance of Adron,
Yeah.
but like what my mind immediately like clicked to be Adron and what my mind thinks Shin looks like, just like holding each other as they sleep.
Aww,
That's
that's
gay.
really cute. That's so cute. Oh my goodness, that makes me so happy.
questions in there.
Okay.
Just like strong arms wrapped around each other. It's adorable.
Personal opinion. This might come as a shocker. I have a love-hate relationship with the ship Shin and Adron. And there's a reason behind it. I love the idea of it. I love the idea of gayness. I love that Shin is also a gay character in
Everything
our
could be
campaign.
more gay.
Because everything can be more gay, and Kiz is very glad that Shin is a gay character. But at the same time, I guess it's because when it first kind of came up, it was kind of more of a joke, and everyone was like, "Oh, Shin and Adron," and then now everyone's like, "But Shin and Adron," and I'm like, my I guess I just can't compute. I don't know, it's error messages are occurring when I try to think about.
is
Bella has
I
stopped
will
working.
say I do think it'll make more sense once you know more about
Please restart
their
your Bella.
backstory.
Yeah, I think it will. I think I'll definitely grow to love it, but I think at the moment I'm just a little confused, and there's a slight error message. Charlotte, how do you feel about Shin and Adron? Or
What?
Charlotte doesn't even
Or,
know that Shin's gay.
What with
yeah, or let's ask
Oh.
Danny.
Charlotte just doesn't understand.
Oh.
No, Charlotte doesn't really understand. Charlotte's like 12.
Danny.
Yeah, Charlotte has no opinion on it whatsoever. They don't know what's happening.
Danny, on the other hand.
Danny, Shindron,
Shadron. We decided the name was Shadron.
Shadron?
Shadron?
Shadron.
Either Shadron or Shindron, whichever is which.
Leaving.
Honestly,
Like a system, depending on which is top, which one's bottom.
I can't remember.
I'm not getting into that right now.
Adron? Should I be Adron then?
No.
Danny's gonna have a heart attack.
Danny dial-up.
Danny's straight and is streaming right now.
You're the only straight person here.
That's true. I have to represent. I'm kidding. We already have enough representation. You guys can represent all you like.
Nice.
Danny doesn't really have much of an opinion on it because Danny has not seen much of it.
Valid.
Yeah. like they're not bad, but like I just haven't.
Whisper gay.
No, I didn't say
Okay.
anything.
Okay. I thought you said she hasn't seen much of it.
Okay. Reese.
Okay.
If I have seen much of it,
Um,
that would be gay.
Oh, I feel so conflicted over it because I love the ship. It's amazing, but at the same time, it does so much to change the story. And like
For the better or for the worse?
like I don't know, it depends on how you guys act it out because it could go either way and I don't know how it's going to affect it. Right? Because for Adron, this is like a not taboo. It's just it's 100% something that he probably shouldn't do, but like he's gonna do.
He's gonna do shit.
Already done.
But I do like it. It's very cute and it adds another layer to him, and I like
Okay.
that.
Okay, Jason has a cue.
You got a question?
Yeah, how long have you guys been into D&D and how long have you been playing?
Okay, we're gonna do the pointing thing again because I like that.
You just like being in control.
Yeah. So our main campaign was my first time playing D&D, but now I'm doing our campaign, Arcana, the Evil campaign, Danny's Summer campaign, and 2 campaigns in school. So starting in like October is when I made Tavic's character sheet, so.
I started playing like with our first campaign, so
You know, Taz. I got into D&D with Taz, and I had no idea what it was. And the person who actually got me to play was Danny, because randomly,
Yeah.
did you take me out of school or something?
No, it was I was going to put in I was gonna put in a panel for Edmonton Expo,
Yeah.
but I thought if we were to all create random characters by like going on a random Wikipedia page and like just clicking random and somehow
Make a character based on?
yeah, it
I
would
got
come
Fred
up with like a
Flintstone.
cartoon character. So Jason's first D&D character was Fred Flintstone.
No. We
Did
no.
we change that or
No, it was Fred Flintstone. But
Okay.
then we went out and we bought you bought me my player's handbook,
yeah.
and we made like some weird character. I don't
Oh,
remember.
right.
It was like daughter or something. And then we scrapped that character, threw it in the trash.
Did we?
Yeah.
You did. I didn't. I told them in my heart. What was their name?
I don't know. But it also with Taz, and literally like a year ago, it was something. You just like bring me, like you pick me up at my house in the summer, and then you're like, "Hey, we're gonna go dice shopping," and I'm like, "What is a dice and how do I use it?"
What is a dice?
It was beautiful. So that's me.
Okay.
I've been playing it for like a year.
Okay, so I've heard of D&D. I've seen it be played before. I admit, before I thought it would be a harder game because I was like, oh gosh, math. Ugh. I was in middle school when I first started it, I think, and I was not doing great in math. But thanks to Reese and Jason, Reese just kind of dragged me along to the D&D club in our school, and I was just like, okay. And Jason helped me create my first character, Draconica. I had to scrap the first version of her because I did something wrong, I think. I did something wrong that I didn't want to do for her. So I remade her into the character she is today.
Yeah. You rolled with a d20 and got like
That's
4
how-
crit ones.
That's
Oh,
what Danny taught me how to do it. So I was like, I might as well do this.
Yeah. and-
Danny, sweetie, no.
You do it
Die
that way.
so quickly.
Yeah, so Reese helped me actually make the character correctly. And I've been playing ever since. So that's first or second semester?
First.
First, yeah, end of the first semester, yeah?
Beginning of the first semester. We started it at
Oh yeah, beginning, and then I missed a day and I was like, oh gosh, I better not go because I'm going to be feeling bad. And I didn't go until like the end of the first
And then
semester.
I dragged you there and I was like, you gotta show up.
Yeah, and I was just like, okay.
Sign
And
the
then I
waiver.
never showed up.
I showed up.
Stop showing up. And I was like, Jason,
Okay.
you can't not show up to your own club.
Okay. So I am kind of the odd one out, I feel, because I was not really aware of D&D nor anything about it until this one, Jasper over here. We've known each other for 2 years? Almost 3 years now, and they basically just were like, hey, you should listen to this thing with me. And I was like, oh, okay, sure. So I started listening to the Adventure Zone. And from there, I listened until eventually, I think Edmonton Expo was the first time I cosplayed it. And I showed up as a Loop, and Danny was Loop, and Jason was Merle. And so Barry.
Yeah.
And we were like, we just chilled, and I was like, oh, maybe D&D is interesting. And then from
Yeah, like a little green thing on your shoulder. Don't worry about it.
okay, from there. Oh, great.
Don't say that.
I love spiders.
You okay?
Oh yeah, he's just definitely afraid of them. I'm
Okay.
sorry, I was kidding.
Anyway, from there, I met. From there, I met Jason, Danny, Reese, and then I already knew Jasper. And
Reese.
no, Reese. There we go,
There you
Reese.
go.
And then I already knew Jasper, and Dylan wasn't there because he
Broke his leg.
broke his leg.
Right.
He-
In fact, the first thing I heard about Dylan is that our taco wouldn't be showing up because he broke his knee video gaming.
So what actually happened was I was prepping for con and I had a patellar dislocation, which is where your patella, your kneecap, dislocates.
Fuck that shit.
So my kneecap was over on this side. Well, it was my left knee, so it was over here.
For a visual demonstration, it went.
Yeah. So I was laying on the ground screaming. It was a 2-hour wait for the ambulance, and then we were driven to the hospital where the doctor first tried to relocate it with his hand without anesthetic, and then the second time they finally knocked me out and
Clicked it back into place.
clicked it back into place. Fun fact, morphine does nothing for a dislocation. There is no painkillers they can give you to take away the pain. You're just in pain.
Dylan, you're hurting me.
Okay,
yeah.
that's enough of
Jason
that.
really doesn't like it when like people crack their knuckles when I talk about like chiropractors.
So anyway, I met Jason and them, and I was like, okay. And then later they were like, hey, we're doing this campaign, and I was like, okay. No, I don't
No,
remember
that was
who.
me.
It was.
I posted on the Taz cosplay group to see if anyone was interested in joining a campaign that I've made.
Right.
And I got 6 replies, and then Manny had to drop out,
Right.
and then I was like, hey,
Hi,
that's
Manny.
fine.
Hi,
And then
Manny,
I think
we
it
love
was- I
you.
think it was you, Jason, that brought up broadcasting, and you're like, hey, can we stream this? And I was like, okay.
And now we're here, I
And
guess.
if I remember correctly, you actually had
And
a
you recently
completely different idea. For
Yeah, I
the
recently
campaign.
met.
Because the
Yeah,
first thing
my
that we
campaign
did,
was
forgot my
different,
name,
and then
didn't you?
we changed up some stuff.
we took an entire 3 months.
You
and then we
forgot
started
my
it.
name.
And since that time, no, I didn't forget your name. And
Then what is my name?
And then it kind of went.
It wasn't working.
So
We
what
were
is my
doing
name?
it on we were doing it online, and it just kept breaking up because we couldn't hear each other.
Yeah.
So we decided to get together in real life to do it.
Also, the first time I played, I was like nude and eating Chinese food. I was like, I remember being like, guys, it's fucking hot. And then I took off my clothes. And I was like, you guys can't fucking see me, so why not?
all right, and then since then,
Baz was born.
since then, there's been all sorts of drama between us, as in relationship-wise, we've been kind of disasters. Yep,
Oh.
I'm going there. We're going there.
No.
I don't know.
Q&A, Bella.
Bella.
No, Jason and Reese.
I have
was-
2
love
dogs. One of them is a brown lab. Her name is Bella.
Do me a favor and take the mic.
I didn't even answer the question. What was the question?
Soon, though? Oh, it's almost 9.
I can't remember.
Oh, is it?
Ew, they licked my nose.
I can't actually remember what the question was.
That's what you get.
Everyone just wants to lick me. I don't
Guys, what was the
understand.
question?
Everyone licks everyone.
When did you start dating?
Except
Oh.
Jason. Jason occasionally bites people.
Okay. I started.
Jason also bores people.
Jason also abhors bananas.
with the
Yep, Jason ate a banana earlier with the skin still on.
while that I've been playing D&D with this group, I've also been...
Can we?
Yes, remind me later.
I almost hit restart now.
No.
Damn.
Oh,
that'd be really weird.
9 and most of us have to go at 9.
Okay.
I have to go at 9:30 because my mom
Okay.
is working.
With,
You guys can leave whenever you want.
I've been playing D&D with this group for, I don't know, a few months.
How long have we been playing?
I don't know, it's 2018,
Quite a while.
but I
October
also...
24th is when I made Tavik's character sheet. And I think that's when we were like first starting because our first episode we tried doing like, well, we didn't record it. We did it over Discord on like.
Yeah,
No,
is
and we tried to
Istis's
record it and it
temple
didn't work.
burnt
Yeah.
down? I'm very happy we restarted.
Yeah.
That's all I remember from it.
I remember Baz not being able to climb a mountain.
I remember throwing that.
Yes,
You kept trying to
It
climb
was
a bank and you
it-
kept falling.
yeah,
you
it was
kept
a
rolling
slope.
crit
Oh.
ones.
Oh yeah.
You just
Didn't I
constantly
throw
rolled
you?
quick
Okay.
ones.
Yeah, you
So
tried
because
and
I
then it
had to
didn't
throw-
work.
Oh, yeah.
Try and throw you.
So he ended up going under a log
The
and going to
only
the other
dwarf
side and
tossing
climbing
that
up
ever
that.
happens.
Okay, so,
Original dwarf toss.
Shin also did like negotiations with the guard, didn't he?
Yep.
I've been playing D&D since probably May 2016. It was
Holy crap!
it was for a
You're old.
I started it originally for a math project. It was I thought that it would be fun to guess how long it would on average take to level up a character. So how long it would actually
a long ass fucking time.
yeah.
It took a month for me to raise
My-
7 levels.
Didn't you make a world where you were like had to be a god and like
I did make that as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like a year after that.
it was still really cool. I didn't know.
Yeah, that was cool.
Sorry,
The-
it took me
You
a
were the
month to
god
raise
of
5
what?
levels.
Nature and
I
storms or something like that.
I can't even remember.
It was
No,
really
it wasn't that I had to make a god character. It was just we were making the world and we were considered the god. So
It was really cool.
Fine, thank you, Hunter, for that XP boost.
it's just how you guys make a map. We can do that at some point.
But still, it was cool.
Yeah, but 2016 and then I was playing with them for a while and then you guys showed up. I think I was only in one other D&D group, so
Yeah, you taught me how to play D&D,
yeah.
and it was very confusing.
Yeah.
We sat in Timmy's, and we spent 3
That's
hours
true.
in Timmy's, and we went to the mall, took 3 hours in the mall.
And the year before that, I was being told to play D&D by some kids who lived like 20 minutes down the road from me, even though I live in the middle of nowhere.
I know what you're
So,
talking about.
yeah.
With the crazy dude.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh my god.
And
Wait, what?
no, there was like this 8-year-old child. He's like, I'm the DM. I'm really good. I'm like, what is a DM? Like, what does that mean? Direct message? What?
You're a really good PMer.
Yeah, I am completely out of frame. It's beautiful. Reese.
It's just her arms,
I started playing D&D about 3.5 years ago. And the first
Okay.
game that I played was with a group of friends from school that I got together. I didn't DM. I actually played a character. We played the original, like, the startup game for that. It went horribly, horribly wrong. We didn't even finish the goblin fight before we just kind of gave up.
Oh, well then.
I didn't play for about a month and a half, and then I got together with 3 or 4 of the people who had been in the first campaign that actually, like, did the campaign. And I ended up DMing for them, and we played together for a while. And then that died off when I moved. And then from then on, I floated between like the official D&D games and trying to find an actual game or people to play with, and then I joined up with Jason in math, and I got into the Taz thing, and I decided, you know what, this is probably a good group to see if anyone would like to play a game, because I just made a new world. And I was like, you know what, these people would probably be the type of people who want to play. So I messaged them, and I got my 6 replies, and it dwindled down to 5, and then this was born.
Yay! And now we're here, and we're all still queer except Danny.
Now we're here and we're queer except Danny.
Hello.
The only straight one of us.
Yeah.
We're all queer except Danny.
Did you just say our sex match?
Our socks.
Reese.
I was
black.
I was gonna say one more question.
I had a question.
Oh, okay.
We have 15 seconds.
Reese got a question.
I had a question. It's two technically, but
Okay.
I don't know which one I like more. Favorite fight or encounter, / your favorite death. It can be monster, player, character, NPC.
Why did I know you would pick that? Okay.
Did this one before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done it before.
Have we, or did we skip over it because there were a lot of
No, we
deaths
did it.
during that?
Yeah,
Yeah?
we did
We
deaths,
did it.
but I don't think we did fights.
Okay.
We didn't do fights. You can do fights.
Okay, well
Your
then,
favorite fight or encounter.
favorite
It
deaths
didn't
really
have to be
quickly,
a
and then favorite.
fight. Just
Can I answer real quick?
Sure.
I have a friend in the D&D group we have in school named Joe.
Too slow.
No,
I'm
wait.
I love Joe.
Danny! Joe is an amazing
My
person.
gay husband.
Other than Reese.
No.
No?
He's like, okay, no. Hunter's my tall gay husband.
Too
Joe,
slow.
Joe is my mistress.
Guys,
Sorry.
we're
Okay,
trying
so
to get through quick.
sorry. Okay, so Joe
Lightning
made a character, a gigantic Goliath barbarian named Grog, like Grog, I think,
Wrong.
or Grunk. It's one of those names. And well,
give me the other one then.
he was this big deaf guy. He was like Grog
He's
the
a-
slave, I think.
He was Gronk the slave. He was a Goliath barbarian who was deaf and a slave. He had an intelligence modifier of -5.
Oh my god.
Yep. And he didn't understand words. So he just made weird symbols to speak.
Yep. And this is the first time I think I was trying to do something at least relatively evil. I found out real quick that I'm not good at that. So
I'm very good at that.
I just don't have an evil mind. I cannot break the law for like the life of me. Seriously, I jaywalk and I'm like, oh gosh, I just broke the law. I should run. Sorry. So he in this one day campaign, he helps me open a door to get into the city. We go into the city. We go to a bar where there's karaoke happening, I think, and he gets slathered in oil, and then he starts singing up on stage. Except he's deaf, so he doesn't know how terrible he sounds. So people just start throwing tomatoes at him.
Oh, this was my
He'd messed up on the character creation, so he had 5 hit points, and he got nailed in the face by a tomato and died.
I rolled it and I was like, oh no.
He died due to a tomato in the face. And so...
And then everyone died because Baz showed up and Miracle was like,
And that's how we ended the campaign.
Yeah.
Oh
You
my
can see why that was
god.
one day.
Okay, Tabak. Favorite fighter encounter?
Can't reach over there. Thanks.
Oh god. I was just like right across me. Okay. Fine.
Favorite kind of encounter thing / fight was when Baz kind of jumped off a pirate ship and almost got his leg bitten off by a shark.
Yeah.
And we had to save him.
Nom nom. Munching on it. Sweet, sweet.
And then we
dwarf.
had a little bit of like
Thank you, Allie.
actual bonding after that, but
I tried so hard.
Thank you, Allie.
it didn't end up going well.
He was trying to bond and it wasn't working out, so someone threw a candle over ship.
It was me.
He was trying to use his own and truth candle, and Charlotte wasn't having it, so she chucked the candle off the ship, and Baz jumped after it, and like a
wasn't letting that
15-foot
candle
long
go.
shark came up and tried to bite him, and almost bit his leg off. He would
It
have died
was
if
so
Tabak
funny
didn't
because
save
it
him.
wasn't even like a thing like, oh yeah, a shark jumps up to bite you. The shark had been circling the boat for a while. I was gonna make it an encounter, and then he just jumped off. I'm like, fuck! The shark bites you.
Okay, Shin.
My favorite moment in a fight is probably the shin ton of damage moment. When I rolled a crit 1, but because I had advantage, I rolled again and got a crit 20. And then it was also a sneak attack, so I think I had... And
40 bonuses.
And then I had also used Wrathful Smite, so I had an extra d6, and then it was frightened of me.
61 damage.
It was.
What was it you hit?
It was the beetle in the arena, I think, or something.
Oh,
It was. Remember, you sent 3 of us in because you thought that there wouldn't be enough people to get through the fight. And then I almost killed this thing with 1 hit.
It was a phase spider.
Was it a phase spider?
I think it was the no.
No, it was the
It
beetle.
wasn't the
because
beetle.
It was the beetle.
It was the beetle.
Remember, because you said there was only supposed to be 1, and then there was more because we killed the first one too quick.
Mine.
No, that was the phase spider. Because
Was
you
that
guys
the phase
killed the
spider?
first phase spider, and I was like, shit, I needed this to be here longer. So I was like, have these 2.
Yeah. But I just remember that we had that moment. I think I did like 43 points of damage or something.
46.
I did 46.
46 points of damage.
46.
Not 4d6.
Oh,
4d6.
46.
4T.
I did 46
4
points of
cups of
damage.
tea.
And also it was frightened of me. So that was. And then after that, we decided that it was no longer a shit ton of damage. It was a shin ton of damage.
Like you do catchphrase whenever you do have like some overpowered move happen. You're like, well, that was shit.
Mine, I have like 2. Probably be that entire fucking shark thing because I was so pissed off at everyone doing it. I was like, "You fuckers! I just wanted to be nice to you for once," and everyone was like,
You were trying to force us to tell the truth.
"Yeah."
I just wanted us to bond.
We actually. Okay, can I say though, after that, we did actually end up having a really good bonding moment.
Well, I was really happy about that.
Are you sure you brought
Yeah.
out your dog?
I brought out my dog, which I haven't used
when you
again.
got seasick medicine.
Yeah.
And then the other one is, I am horrible when it comes to fighting because I'm like, it's my turn. How do I fight again? So like, the one thing that actually like clicked and I was like, oh shit, this is cool is when Shin had to battle his sister, and I was like, oh fuck, man, this is cool.
You almost died.
I know, it was pretty rad.
I have to say that is honestly almost one of my favorite fights because it was less of a like challenging fight and more of a emotional fight.
Yeah.
It was Shin constantly not wanting to hit her, but also knowing that he can't die here.
My favorite thing was watching you break down through the entire thing. Like, that sounds really bad, but I was like, wow.
Well, yeah, because Shin's, like, a lot of Shin stuff has to do with his family and, like, stuff that he's done that has caused people to die. And for him, that was just another thing, right? So, I got the backlash of that character emotion, right? But it was honestly probably one of my favorite moments for Shin as well.
Reese?
Oh no, start there.
Yeah,
Hello.
She's right behind me. She's graciously breathing my hair.
As you are you okay?
I don't mean to.
Do you want to...
Yeah, I'll skip.
Oh crud.
Wait,
Oh,
I have
no.
one more. For
Okay.
Reese's campaign in our school. The one I was talking about earlier was some other kid's campaign. I forget.
Okay.
Jace. It was Jason.
Oh, hi. Was it your campaign?
Yeah, Jason's the one who
Jason's campaign. Sorry. But, this was Reese's campaign, and we had our ranger that was... This was when we were transferring from first semester to second semester. We had our ranger who was moving schools, so we had to come up with a way for him to, like, go with a gigantic bang!
One of my favorite ways to kill.
You want to continue on? Because I feel like you're a better storyteller.
Okay, so they're walking through this like little fishing town, and there's this old woman pushing this cart, and she's like selling soup, and she's got this big cauldron, this big bowly cauldron stuff, and they like stop her and they get some soup, and it's really fucking good soup.
Wait, you're not going into as much detail as I would like.
You have, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Right, and so the ranger's like, I take another bowl of soup, and I'm like, you haven't paid for it. He's like, I take another bowl of soup. So he scooped the bowl and took another one, and the one went, oh no, you haven't paid for that. And he went, drank the soup, and she went, and And the other kids backed their characters up, and she went, no, 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 and levitated him up and into the soup cauldron, and he bubbled away, and then she served more soup to the other ones for free. And they fucking dropped it and ran. Oh, God, no. But that's how he pissed off a witch.
Yeah.
That was gonna be the boss.
Wait, she was gonna be the.
She was gonna be the ending boss.
Oh damn!
And like, you guys just fucking booked it.
No, we didn't book it. She was like, you kids better not try to steal my tonic again.
You better get out of here now.
And we were like, okay, lady. We just like walked towards the tent that you were trying to direct us to the entire time.
Yeah, that was real funny.
Danny?
I'd have to say either the Fae spiders, just because like it had that element of like Charlotte was the only one who could blink, so Charlotte was the only one who could do anything with like the other two face spiders that could blink, and they didn't know whatever the heck was like. Oh my gosh, they didn't know that there were two other face spiders, and then they just saw me drop from out of nowhere, and I had to make sure I didn't fall on Alec. But there was also, the last one. Yeah. I didn't actually do anything, but like, that was a not bad quote, I guess.
So bad for me, because I did not think it would take that long for them to fight.
So
we only went through like 2 rounds of combat.
Yeah. Okay, well, I can... that one wasn't bad either. Mostly because, like, I saved the day and I didn't do any... I didn't roll anything. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bella, do you have anything? Nah?
Bella's
Okay.
being skipped, so.
Okay, cool. My favorite fighter encounter
Here you go.
is gotta be, probably the sirens. Because just, that was done, that went so well for me.
I liked how badly Raz rolled because it put so much a narrative into it.
Yeah, no, he was just fucking up.
I was like, no!
He was so good the way that he was doing it, right? And I got to put in a lot of different characters and stuff, from backstory and from later on in the campaign and everything, and I was real excited about that because like some of them you guys didn't even notice, and that was fun.
We need to wrap up.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. No, that, and then probably it wasn't really a fight, but
I'm so
Apologize for that.
I'm so sorry.
I won't drop this microphone.
But we have
Don't
to wrap
drop
up,
it.
guys. Well, actually, it's yours. I don't care.
yeah, it's my microphone. That one, and then I really liked when you guys were about to challenge Talos in the arena box and stuff. That his wife showed up. It wasn't really a fight or anything, but like that just scene was fun as all hell to go back and forth with myself.
I liked thinking like, man, I've been there before.
It was fucking, do you remember this night? That night? Not the other one? That night. Yeah. That was one of my favorite things to have to do.
That was amusing.
And, like, I loved it because Baz, you were ready to fucking shank Talos in the
I was
back. It's like, let me roll. And I was like, okay, but before you can though. Yeah. That was probably my favorite encounters in fights.
Anyone else? Anything extra? No? Okay, so, I'm staying off screen. So, we're gonna wrap it up here. This is the last you're gonna see from all of us for a while, till like mid-September. So, I think the next you'll see of us is from my summer campaign.
Just before we
That
go,
wasn't me crying, that's me panicking.
For anyone that was like wondering what I was weaving,
The entire time.
Zip tie?
They're twist ties.
Jason
Yes.
took a lot of those twist ties that you get at the produce section of the market, and he brought them back for me, and I weaved them because that's what I do nowadays.
And I wanted a watch, and he gave me a watch.
Okay, so I'm gonna wrap it up here.
And that's
So-
weaving with Reese.
You'll see us next, except for Reese, at the summer campaign.
And except for me, and probably like a one-time, probably gonna be like a one-time thing.
You'll never see
We'll
Chelsea
see.
again. She's gonna be buried in my backyard.
Fine.
Okay. Okay, let's go now.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Jesus. Sorry. What? Give me the scissors.